Oh yeah, the top of the head's chopped off. You're gonna need that. Hello lovely people, welcome to my channel. Today I've got something a little bit different here. As we know, Valentine's Day is round the corner, isn't it, Aaronade? So I thought I'd do a video on 10 things that we dislike and love about each other. Because let's face it, it's not all romance and happy days. Clearing the air before Valentine's Day. So today I thought I'll just do a fun video about 10 things that we like and hate about each other, or not hate actually, it's quite a strong word, but dislike about each other, because we know that love and romance is not all what?
It's up and down.
It's up and down.
It's like a roller coaster a lot of the time. Exactly.
True love is about passion, and with passion we have love and we have anger as well. So I thought I'll make this fun video so it's not all sickly sweet. Oh God, Aaron.
You know, pin it under.
This is not focused, you know. What? It started. We haven't even begun. Look, I've got my phone here. Look. I'm quite excited about this actually, because neither of us know what we've written about each other. So I've got my phone here that's got...
Deep.
Huh?
Could be quite deep.
Oh, we'll leave the deep ones off camera, shall we? So, do you want to go? Who's going to go first? Me or you?
We'll do one.
Okay, so Aaron, got to take this like a man. Okay. Should I?
Come on, then you go first.
Okay.
You should go right. So.
Really excited. Okay, you go first.
Number one.
Oh, can you make sure you're speaking loud?
Extreme talent when it comes to creativity. Unbelievable talent. Far underrated. Fantastic with their hands.
Do you know how that might be taken?
Only if you start pulling faces like that. Yeah, could put her hand to anything if she wanted to. In terms of her fingers.
I know.
Like she could be a good piano player if she wanted to be. Oh. Or a good, good with a needle and thread, good with anything. That's my first one.
Okay. Oh, number two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just go through them all. Or should we do it one thing?
Well, you said you haven't found yours, so...
Oh, okay. Well, I'll start looking for mine then.
Okay, well, the next one I'm going to say then.
Yeah?
Right, then.
Oh, so okay, look, let's go one each. Look, this... Look, this is real life. Number one. Aaron gives the most amazing massages. He's got very strong hands from where he plays the keyboard all the time, and gripping, throwing people in judo. So he's got very powerful, strong hands and wrists, and your massages are amazing, darling. Thank you for all the massages you give me. Oh, I know I don't always return them.
Always. I always return them.
I never return
an extra word there.
My cheekbones are aching so much already.
No massages for me. I don't think it's a talent of mine, it's just that I happen to know how you like
Well,
it.
I didn't say it was a talent.
No.
Did I say it was a talent?
No, you just said I give really good massages.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, that's one. Number two?
This is a great quality. It's not judging anybody for anything, really.
Oh.
There's a superficial thing that goes around where you sort of look at other people and compare yourself to them and judge the things that they do. But on a one-to-one level, when you meet somebody, you give anyone from any walk of life the equal chance of getting on with you, and nobody would be discriminated against for anything. You wouldn't discriminate against anything.
Oh, that's sweet.
And that's a good quality to have, to be honest, in my opinion.
Oh, thank you, Aaron.
This.
Number two, I love your lovely piano playing. I really
Sure, it doesn't just do your head in.
No, it doesn't at all. I've never ever thought your piano. Have I ever complained?
No, you don't, to be honest. But sometimes when I'm into it and it's clearly getting to a crescendo of part of the piece, whatever I'm playing, you go, Aaron! Like, oh, I'm kind of in the zone with playing, and you just kind of...
Yeah, but that's because
really,
like, I might be...
You're not really listening to me, or you're just kind of on the background. So I suppose you switch off to it. You don't complain about it, you just switch off.
Number 3, Aaron is really caring of animals, just in general, wildlife, creatures, and he's always wants to save the animals and save the insects.
They like me though. They like me.
I know, I think they do actually have a connection with you. He's like a Dr. Dolittle. I'm sure you can secretly talk to all the animals. But I remember, just a quick story, once we were driving on the way back from somewhere, and I think Aaron was driving, and I saw something like fly in front of the car. Like, it looked like we would have like driven over it, or we hit it or something. So anyway, I said to Aaron, "Oh, I'm sure you've hit a bird." I said, "Oh, pull over." So Aaron pulled over, and he went back to have a look, and there was a little bird who we didn't hit, but it was injured, and it flew in front of the car and like kind of landed on the floor. And remember, you brought it home. Remember, you didn't want to leave it there injured. And he put it in a box and brought it home, and we tried to look after it, but, or not we, you did, because I was a bit like, there's a bird in the house. And but unfortunately, it didn't make it. I think it did die, didn't it?
I can't remember it.
You don't remember that in Nottingham? It was a little...
long time ago.
Yeah, it was like a little... It might have been a baby bird that fell out of the nest or something. So it probably was going to be doomed anyway without Mummy. But I love that about Aaron, because I'm squeamish about everything. He's just like quite selfless when it comes to animals. He'll roll his sleeve up, dive into a bloody river to rescue something. So that's another reason why I love you. Number 4. Oh, he's really passionate about supporting me in the things that I want to achieve in life. So, yeah, just really passionate, because, you know, I know that, you know, he wants me to succeed in life. But what I'm saying is I like the fact that you're passionate about what I want, and you try and encourage me and support me. You know, yeah.
I don't know that I always do a very good job, or the best job, but I try.
He does try. In
fact, I'm pretty sure I don't do a very good job a lot of the time. When my attempts to encourage you are actually, although they come from a good place, they're not necessarily very encouraging.
Yeah.
I think that's...
He sometimes goes about encouraging me the wrong way, but it's all, I know it's because he's got my best interest.
It's never more than a short...
Can we try not to talk over each other? So what was I saying?
I can't remember now.
Number 5. He's so funny without meaning to be. Now, I think this goes for, I think a lot of Aaron's friends will vouch for this, that, you know, that they do find him funny. He's quite quirky. He's got quite a quirky personality, but like, he'll say something, I can't think of anything, but he'll say something and it would just have me creasing up. We'll be in a restaurant or something, having a nice meal, and maybe to everyone else in the restaurant, like, I'll start laughing out loud, and people in the restaurant will be like looking, like thinking, what could she be laughing at, you know? Because Aaron's just sitting there with a deadpan, like, serious face. But it's just the way he is. He says some things that are just so funny, just so quirky. Yeah.
I can be quite dry. Sometimes I can be quite dry with my humour.
Dry humour, yeah. Are you talking loudly enough?
I hope so. My voice normally resonates beyond others.
Have you looked at the camera lens at all?
Occasionally I've looked at the camera lens. But I don't think that it shows my best half. I'd rather look at you.
Oh, I don't know if I should be looking at you or at our lovely viewers.
I think...
He puts moths out for me. I've got a big phobia of anything that flies, except for birds and planes. Anything that flies. Creepy crawly spiders, and because he's so loving of nature and stuff, you should become a Buddhist, Aaron. And he's like, everything has the right to live, and just he really respects life and everything, you know, where I would just get the raid and raid the moth, or just whack the spider. He'll be like, no, don't, let me put it out. So that's another thing I love about you. I wish I could be more like you.
God, so do
in
I.
that way. But number 7, I love it when he puts cream in my hair. You black girls know what I'm talking about. Oh, he's got the partings down with the comb. He sits there, I sit there in between his legs. He does my partings. He puts in the pomades. The pomades, my mum would call it. And just rubs the oils into my partings and massages them in. Oh, it's divine, Aaron. I wish you could put cream in my hair all day long. Number 8. So what I've put here is I love your alternative views in life and morals, and it makes me view things from a different angle. So Aaron's perspective on different things. It's always good to get a different perspective on things, but usually I agree with, you know, his train of thought and everything, except for, you know, when he uses the wrong sponge, when he's oh my God, my props. Oh look, and I've got the dust. I've got some of the dust.
It keeps falling.
Number 9, I love the fact that you appreciate all the music that I like, actually, because it makes just listening to music in the house such a joy. We've got such a varied taste.
What we listen to is like, really?
Yeah.
That, and then that, and
then that, and then that. But like, you're never like, oh, switch it off. I think maybe because you're a musician, that you can just appreciate whether it's hip hop, whether it's opera, whether it's drum and bass.
It's good to try and appreciate what other people appreciate in music, even if you don't appreciate yourself.
Exactly.
Try and appreciate what other people appreciate.
So that's another thing I love about you. Number 10, the last. I love it when you bring me home little surprises like marble cake. The marble cake, it's so sweet. It's all the little things that mean a lot to us girls.
But most of the time I get you marble cake now, the reaction is, the marble cake was disgusting. The idea is good, but the marble cake itself is never up to scratch anymore.
Oh, that's because you don't buy it from cost cutters anymore.
Right,
oh, never mind. Oh, just another quick thing.
Just changed.
Remember that time you bought me it was only a few months ago, you bought me a tray of chocolates. Oh, yeah. But the chocolates you got me were from Poundland.
They look kind of nice. Kind of glossy.
That's kind the dollar store to you guys. That's the dollar store to you guys in the US. Yeah. But he bought me back a tray of chocolates, and I was like, oh, that is so sweet. And until I tasted it.
No. You saw them and you said, oh, they're like in the pound shop.
That's true.
That was it. Before you even opened it, I thought, oh dear, oh dear. Well, they're mine then. I'm eating them, and they weren't very nice.
And there you go. And then the funny thing is, he put into YouTube like the brand name of the chocolates, and we can't remember what the brand name was. But there was somebody reviewing it, and it was so funny. If I can find that video, I will put the link below because it's so funny. Their review of these chocolates that Aaron bought me. But yeah, they were disgusting. But nice try.
Thanks. And the third thing is you're just totally unique.
You're telling me.
Okay. So, uniqueness is a good thing because it makes you noticeable and makes you stand out. I don't like people that particularly blend in, even though it's very good to blend in at times. I think you stand out in positive ways most of the time. but generally, I like. You're a unique person. Most people who meet you will say, I've never met anyone quite like George before.
Aww.
And they haven't, because she is unique.
Oh, thank you, Aaron. I do try and rein in my personality a bit.
Yeah, also is that I have, that you are not a jealous, possessive sort of girl who doesn't allow me to go out. I think you like me to be out so you can get on with things anyway. But that's a different side.
That's not love.
No, but I mean, what I'm saying, if I go and visit people or I go out like Saturday, you don't really ever complain, like you're always going out. Because there are times when you actually don't want me around, and it's actually convenient that I'm out. So we've got a good blend, a good mix of where I can go out because I'm not hassling you and whatever. Anyway, I like the freedom that you allow me.
Aww.
Which is, I think, is quite. It is greater than most freedoms would be afforded. To the bloke in the relationship. So
it's true. I'm quite chilled like that. I am quite chilled like that. You know, sometimes, like, as well, we talk about, like, who we fancy, or we talk about, like we might be sitting outside having a coffee, like, on a hot sunny day, and, like, a girl will walk past, and I know his type. I know the type of girl he looks at, so I will look at her, I will clock her first, and then I'll say to Aaron, you fancy her, don't you? And he'll be like, no, I don't. Yes, she's attractive. And, you know, we can talk about things like that, and it's not an issue. I'll never go, you bastard.
Except for then. Thanks. I suppose it's just part of number 3, you're being totally unique, but it's just your...
My cheeks aching from laughing, smiling so much, but yeah.
Just generally, you're very uplifting most of the time.
Aww.
Most of the time.
Like lemon tea.
Something like that.
Lift me to the sun.
She looks after me. She looks after me. I don't do a very good job of looking after myself, and she picks up pieces. Well, I don't able to get, I suppose, myself. Thank you very much for that. Picking up after me, looking after me.
You're welcome.
That's right.
My cheeks are really aching.
Honesty. Like your honesty. Honesty is a good. I mean, people can be brutally honest and tactfully honest. I don't think you're particularly tactfully honest a lot of the time, but I still like it because it's honest and it's just...
You can't be honesty. What you mean honest with everyone, other people?
What's quite endearing about you and your honesty is, yes, you're shit at lying, you're so shit at lying because you're. That's exactly it. It's because someone says, George, what do you think of my new coat? You go, that's nice, and it's so obvious that you just can't stand it. It's so obvious that you might as well just say, I just don't like it at all, sorry. Because that clearly is what you express.
Actually, to be fair, I used to be like that. I don't think I'm like that so much now.
Maybe you've learned to embrace your natural honesty more, but
yeah,
even if you're trying to pretend that you like something, you haven't got a hope in hell of trying to pretend that you like something when you don't. Well, not to me. Here's something, the last one. You cook some amazing food.
Booyah!
Got his perks. Smelly food, but it's got his perks.
He's talking about my smelly African food. It's not smelly, it's delicious. Well, yeah, some of it does smell.
Smelly doesn't mean not delicious. It just means smelly.
That's true. It could be very good smelly or very bad smelly, yeah. Apart from the fact you don't like it when I burn the rice.
Oh, it's just about putting the time on for 8 minutes or 10 minutes and then turning it off when...
Hey, Charlie, let me tell you something. I'm black, I'm African. We don't use any timer, do we? There is no timer in Africa. This is a stupid European timer thing. What is that?
I cook better rice than you now just because I use a timer.
I use the timer. I use the sun. Right, yeah. And I use my brains to time.
What about in the evening when it's gone down? Dinner time. It's 6 in the evening. It's dark outside. It's winter. Oh, let's cook some rice. Oh, burnt rice.
The reason I burn the rice though is because I get distracted.
Yeah, that's why you put the timer on. Yeah. That's why I put the timer on. Simple. That's why I put the timer on. So if you do get distracted, you go beep, 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 beep. Oh, the rice. And then you don't burn it. Or just stand by it until it's, cooked. Fair enough. Dinner.
Wow. Now, next, 10 things. I don't know how long. 10 things I hate about Aaron. So number 1, the noises that you make in your sleep. When this man is sleeping, his mouth does not stop chumming. And anyone that knows me knows I cannot tolerate mouth noises. I think there's certain noises I just cannot tolerate because I think I have that, I think it's called misophonia, where you don't like, Lucy was saying to me. Lucy said, yeah, misophonia. But yeah, he does make some, he eats loudly and every time he tosses and turns in his sleep, he's like, and it's just like so annoying sometimes. I just want to come downstairs and get a fork and shove it up his ass. Number 2, how you wear your jacket in the house. That really grates on me. Aaron will be out, he'll come home, the jacket, an hour will go by, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, the jacket's on. Like, Aaron, are you going out somewhere? No. So why don't you just take your jacket off? The heating will be on. This man's got his jacket on like it's glued to his back. Eh?
The girl told me, take off your jacket. I said, babe, man's not hot.
The only reason I leave it on is because it's warm. It's not warm enough in the house. Maybe I don't know.
Everyone else is warm.
Just leave it on. So
It's just like so annoying. My battery just died. Number 3. Right, so Aaron, I don't like the way your head is always in the phone. No matter what, morning, noon and night. You'll be talking to Aaron's WhatsApping, playing chess, gaming, researching something on his phone. It drives me insane. Please give me some of your attention when I need it. Okay, have I made myself clear?
Sure. If I want to look up something from a particular field that you're not an expert in, then I have to go to the internet. I could play chess on a board, but then I have no person to play with. I play chess on my phone because I like having someone to play with.
Right. Well, I have got things to say about that, but we're going to move on because Aaron's got to go to work soon. Number 4, using the towels as a bath mat when we have a bath mat. It drives me insane. We've got a bath mat for the floor. We've got towels for using on our bodies. Aaron will still use the towel and throw it on the floor and use it as a bath mat. And I'm just forever complaining, Aaron, don't do that, please, because we've all got to... It's the family towel. I don't want it on the floor. Guilty, right?
Guilty, but it's not intentional. It's just like, well, that's... Don't want any water on the floor, so I put a towel down.
So put the towel around your body so most of the water is off when you're in the shower and then when you get out. Number 5. Oh, yes. How annoyed he gets when the kids are late for school. Which... To be fair, he does have every right to get angry and to panic us and hurry us, but it's just quite...
Not to panic. I wouldn't want to panic you, but certainly encourage you to be on time.
Well, yeah. I mean, I run on black people's time. You know that time, right? But...
What is that?
Look, it's just... I don't really know how to explain it. It's just in my blood.
Well, you're late all the time, is that what it means?
Well, yes, but not in... Anyway, let's not have this. Number 6. How you load the dishwasher is still an issue and it will continue. Yeah, and it will continue to be an issue. Whenever Aaron loads the dishwasher, I have to rearrange everything. We have constant what's the word? Loggerheads.
Loggerheads with each other.
At loggerheads with each other over the dishwasher.
It's not really an issue though. It's not really something that...
Well, it's another thing I dislike about you.
I don't see how you can... Okay, fine.
Whoa, God.
It's just, I can't... It's just the dishwasher at the end of the day. It's not really anything...
Am I going to get beaten up at the end of this video? Number 7. Taking the tea towels away from the sink area. It drives me nuts. I go to wash my hands. Oh, where's the tea towel? Oh, Aaron's left it on the sofa in the living room. Oh, it just ends up... It ends up in random places. It's not. It ends up in the most, like, random places, like in the bathroom or on our bedroom, on the bed. So, yeah, that's... Honestly...
In the bed? In the bathroom? On the bed? No.
Okay, look, sometimes it will... It
normally, it's just on a cupboard, like, round the corner. On the hand of a cupboard that's about 3 cupboards away.
Sometimes it is, but I have found it in like behind the cushion on the sofa. It just
I don't know how it gets there. Sorry.
Number 8.
If I'm responsible, I'm sorry, but I've no idea how it gets there.
Well, we had a thing about this the other day, didn't we? But anyway. Number 8. Number 8. The way your clothes are... I'm going to use the word sprinkled because... If you see the trail of mess Aaron leaves around the house with his clothes, it's almost like he's got confetti and he's happily skipping through a field, throwing confetti in the air.
Confetti, isn't it?
But he does it with clothing.
Check the traffic.
Socks, one place. Socks in the north. Other socks in the south. Jumper. Clothes everywhere. So Anyway, I won't go on too much about that. But yeah, the way you leave your clothes lying around is a big issue. Yeah. I'm sorry about this, Aaron. I have to say this. But the other thing I dislike about you is that you just have no sense of fashion. Or dress sense, style. Oh, God.
Well, I can't help that. We just said that everyone's got different tastes at the end of the day. You know, what you know, one person's nice and attractive is not another person's idea of what's good and attractive.
But I do try and help you, and sometimes I rub you up the wrong way when I help you. So I say, "Oh, style this with that," or although Aaron, those two don't go together. It'll be like, "I know, I don't have time to change."
Very often, when I think I've made a bit of an effort, and it just get poo-pooed straight away.
All for good reason, Aaron.
Why? What's the reason? What's the reason?
I'm just being brutally honest with you. I'm from a fashion...
You don't like how I dress when I go out?
Look, I
get you that.
I am from a fashion background, and there are rules to follow when it comes to fashion. I'm sorry. But hey, some people just don't
no, they don't.
Anyway, number 10.
And nor should they be considered less because I don't get it.
I don't consider you less at all. It's 10 things I dislike, and they're one of the things I dislike about you. Oh my God. Number 10, slurps with his mouth. Yeah, so he'll be talking, and like, you know, when you get a little bit of saliva build up, and he'll suddenly go. But I mean, that was quite exaggerated, but he does it in a much more subtle way. But as soon as he does it, it just really gets to me. I'm like, oh, why'd you have to do that?
A little subconscious, involuntary action that is there for 1/10 of a second that she can somehow hear, and it makes...
Well, that's my 10. Over to you.
Okay, one thing that annoys me, and I think it's quite a serious thing, is about constant complaining about poor health.
Can you speak loudly?
Constant complaining about poor health.
Okay.
While simultaneously doing very, very little about it. I think if you're going to feel bad about your health, then you should do something about it. I know it's easier said than done, but talking about it is just not the answer, and I don't know what to say to you anymore to encourage you.
Okay, agreed.
Anyway, that's one.
Agreed.
That's one.
Number 2.
Okay. The implementation of irrational rules. Wow. Yeah, irrational rules. Like, to me they're irrational. Obviously to Georgina they're not, but like the sponges. To me, like you've mentioned the tea towel. The tea towel's not there where you want it to be, and it's just over there. It's a major, major deal. And to me, it's just somewhere that's very visible, that can be seen and accessed very easily.
But it's not visible in the tea towels upstairs on the bed.
No, but I don't know how it gets there.
Well,
I don't know how it gets there. You probably gather it up with your washing when you do the washing. You probably gather it up, let him realise it.
Please leave me a comment in the box below if you are the same as me with my sponges. It's true, I've got like 3 different sponges. A sponge for really dirty washing, a sponge for wiping the surfaces, a sponge for wiping the plates. But Aaron thinks that I'm being irrational about hygiene and what sponges to use for what thing. But that would be interesting to know, ladies. Let me know.
I can understand not using a white sponge on a dirty, greasy thing because it kind of stains the sponge. And number 3, interrupting. Which you haven't done that much of actually today, which is nice. But sometimes you interrupt, and I just want to finish. I don't think you've got the point of what I'm saying sometimes, and because you interrupt, I then have to go back over it, and it's frustrating.
Well, guilty as charged. But you know, I think I interrupt because I just want to get my point across quickly before I forget.
But it's always me that's making the point that you're interrupting. That's the point. I'm making a point and you're interrupting, and that's where it affects me. I might interrupt you, and that's. If you've got a point to make.
It's also, as well, as because I usually know what you're going to say.
4, makeup preventing hugs. This is annoying. It's frustrating. I'm there and I just want to, I have an expression, a desire to express a feeling of affection to you spontaneously and impulsively, and it gets met with, no, don't.
I don't want to put brown makeup on your
Well, I know
nice
you don't
white
want to, but I don't. I know that. But that's the last thing I'm thinking about. Oh, I'll give you a hug. Oh no, I can't give you a hug right now. I've got too much makeup on. It's just annoying.
Oh dear.
It's just frustrating. I'd like to give you a hug sometimes when I don't know.
Sorry.
And the thing is, it takes me by surprise a lot of the time because I don't think about it because it is the last thing I'm thinking about. I go in and I'll go for a hug if I think I know you've got makeup on, and then I'll go, oh yeah, she's got makeup on. She's not really going for the hug. But sometimes I don't think about it and I go for a hug. And it just feels very much like rejection.
It's met with the neck stretch. Yeah. Interracial relationship problems, right there. We should do that for another video.
Number 5, I mean, you mentioned it, not having a sense of style. I'm on the other side of that coin, telling me what to wear all the time, trying to dress me up like a little doll. Not like a doll, actually, that's a bit excessive.
Well, I can if you like, if that takes your fancy.
Trying to dress me up in your sense of what you think I ought to go out and look good in. Maybe sometimes it doesn't feel very comfortable to me, it doesn't feel appropriate to me or something. I'm going, no, you must wear that. And I just want to wear something. Yeah, it's cool.
Well, you are wearing what you like today.
I am today, yeah. But I'm going out with it.
Aaron's attire, yeah. You don't go to work in that though, do you?
No. Number 6, irrational fear of moths and other creepy crawlers. Now, I know people have fears of moths, but it's just so much of a problem. Every night, it's like, oh, can you check the windows, please? Can you check the windows, make sure the lights are off, every single light's off, the windows shut. That's not a bad idea for security.
Only in the summer. I'm like that in the summer with the lights off.
Nets to go across the window. She's tried all sorts of things, like in the summer when it's really hot, when the moths are about. I want the windows open. I'll just put the moths out in the evening. It doesn't
Everyone's baking hot and sweltering, and they want to open the windows for some air.
And the windows are shut. The windows are shut because she fears the moths more than everyone's going, oh, it's so hot. God.
The moths are going to come in, yeah.
The moths are going to come in. Number 7. No, I know you've got quite a silly personality a lot of the time. Sometimes I feel I just want you to turn it down a little bit and tone it down. Just at moments when I need to talk about something like serious, and we'll talk about it later and be silly now. And it's fine to be silly, but just sometimes anyway, it just irritates me sometimes. Like,
I know. I am.
You're very silly.
I am very silly.
You don't know the half of it, believe me.
Well, they don't. They've only seen a bit of it, and who knows? I might reveal a bit more to you guys as I get comfortable with the whole.
Okay, number 8. It's kind of deep and personal. I'm very much guilty of this, but just saying something and not doing it, or just generally being not very disciplined. Saying something, I'm going to do this, I want to do this, and then actually it comes around and that thing never happens. That you talk about a lot of things that don't materialise, and I think it's more to do with the lack of discipline of getting it done. I can't think. I mean, I'm guilty of that as well. I'm guilty of wanting to do things and saying I want to do things and then.
Well, that's what one of the nice things I said about you was that you try and motivate me and want me to do better.
Yeah.
So that,
I think that's because I'm so rubbish at disciplining myself anyway. I'm better at telling someone else what to do. Not that I'm bossy, because I don't really tell you what to do.
Yes, he is. He beats me too.
Number 9, and it's kind of related to the other one actually, but it's just not finishing things you start. Like we've had nicely refurbished chairs that needed painting, all refurbished, and like half the chairs got painted, the rest didn't. We've had it's just all the refurbishments of the chairs done, all the upholstery looked lovely, apart from like 2 of the chairs that just needed a good paint job, and they never received them.
Yeah, no, I'm very guilty of that, and the reason for that is it seems like everything needs to be done at once. So I start lots of little things, and then at the end of the day, I'll look around and think, oh my God, I've not actually completed any one job. And then the significance of finishing them diminishes over time, so they just get left, and it's like, there's evidence all you look around, there's evidence of things that were started and not quite finished. Like, guilty. I mean well, it's just
you do mean well.
Yeah, but I've just got too much on my plate.
Okay, this is quite a serious thing. Wasting food. I think we waste quite a lot of food. I try not to waste food, but I think some of the things you buy, some of the strawberries that get left at the back, some of the old beetroot and things that you find in the back of the fridge that just haven't been touched for weeks because our fridge is nearly always full. It's like it's a mission to try and get to the back. But there's always things. 2 packets of bacon open. Why isn't one finished? It's kind of, there's a lot of food gets wasted.
I'm not totally guilty.
You're not totally guilty.
I think we all do it, and I think with the kids as well. They open one thing, they open the next thing. Before the first, like the milk. that open 2 milks at once.
Oh.
Like we'll finish one.
That was it.
Is that it?
That was
What,
10?
10?
Yeah.
Oh, so that was 10.
Oh, that was 10.
Yay!
Well, we're still smiling.
And we're still smiling for now. He
For
is
now.
actually going to
I'm
beat
gonna
me
be-
later on. So, oh, 911.
Gosh. Makes my lips feel weird.
Oh, do you want to close this, or should
So I
I?
want to close this.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for watching. You've probably learned a bit more about me in this video than you knew before.
Because they all know I'm mad already. So.
Yeah, I suspect if more people subscribe and they keep watching, you'll learn a lot. They'll learn a lot more about you and your ways, because they are pretty spectacular sometimes. I gotta go. I gotta go to work, teach some judo.
Oh.
You've been like an old man.
Please give me some like kind of video suggestions if there's any questions that you'd like to ask us about our relationship or how we met, etc. Please leave me a comment. Yes, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell to be notified of any future upload. Yada yada yada.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Don't scratch the car. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll catch you later. Bye. Oh, do you like my Monstera earrings?